Hi, welcome to this short course on managing money. My name is Pattabhi Ram. I'm a chartered accountant and across the last 25 years have kept myself active in managing investments. This short program is in the nature of an orientation program on managing money, and hopefully should be a gateway to a more extensive program sometime in the future. In this course, I'll try and walk you through the economics of money, about how money evolved, what are needs and wants, what is the distinction amongst necessities, comforts, and luxuries. In another model, we will take a look at how to set and execute financial goals. And we'll also dwell on the importance of budgeting and good record keeping. In the third and concluding module, I will introduce you to an institution which you as young college goers or as just born professionals are likely to interact: banking. We'll talk about safe banking and about investment in banking products. Please take a few sheets of paper and a pen. It would be nice if you could take notes as we go along. As you identify something that gives you an aha moment, it would be a good idea for you to make a record of it. Also, it will be useful for you to answer a few questions that I'll put out as we go along. I know most of you are gadget savvy, so if you don't want to use sheets of paper, but instead want to use the note section of your smartphone, I'm fine with that. Do actively participate as you learn. Importantly, start executing beginning tomorrow what you learn today. You can go through this managing money orientation course in one shot, or you can do it in 3 parts. Whichever way you do, I would prefer, and it would be in your best interest to finish them across the next 5 days. Stretching them for far too long would possibly dilute the learning process. If you're ready, we'll get started with one of the most important observations that I would like to make. When you were in school, you studied the plays of William Shakespeare in the English language. You read about Ramcharitmanas if Hindi was your second language. You read either Valmiki's Ramayana or Kambar's Ramayana if Tamil was your second language. In addition to English and Hindi, you also learned a third language. You were taught arithmetic, algebra, geometry, trigonometry, and whatnot. In history, you studied about the Mughal Empire. You studied about India's War of Independence. You were taught about the French Revolution. Your teacher told you the stories of the First and the Second World War. In geography, you read about crops, about capitals, about countries, and about continents. In science, you mugged up the Charles Law, the Boyle's Law, the elements of matter. You dissected frogs in the biology laboratory. In civics, you were walked through how Parliament functions. You learned about fundamental rights. You learned about the directive principles of state policy. You learned a whole lot of things. I have no quarrel with any of them. But the stark fact is that all of this, English, Hindi, third language, mathematics, science, history, civics, and geography, have no great value when it comes down to life. In life, one of the most important things that you would do, thanks to your learnings both in school and in college, is earning money. It's so very important that you learn to respect money. It's so very important that you get to know how to handle money. It's also equally important to know how to invest money. And that is what this program is going to be all about. Let me now ask you a question that I often ask people your age. How many of you here would like to earn 5 crores per annum 4 years from today? Normally, when I ask this question to an audience, barring 1 or 2 out of 75 to 100 people raise their hands. That's largely because A, people think it's impossible to earn that money. It's also because there are many people who believe that it is outrageous, it's vulgar to imagine that one would want to earn that kind of money. Nothing can be further away from the truth. There is absolutely nothing wrong in desiring, seeking, and actually earning money, so long as the money is earned in a legal and in an ethical way. As someone once told me, good people should earn a good amount of money because you can be rest assured that they will put it into good cause. In fact, if the novel coronavirus, better known as COVID-19, has taught us anything, it is that money is very, very significant in people's life. It's important, therefore, to think big, save big, and live big. Before we close out, let me ask you a couple of questions. Do pick up the sheets of paper that I wanted you to pick up and put out there an answer to the following 2 questions. Question number 1, is it essential to know about money? I'll give you 15 seconds for you to put out the answer and I'll wait for you. Question number 2, how much money should you earn in the 5th year after you graduate? Please put that down on the piece of paper that you have with you. Let me close this out by summarizing things for you. Money is an important aspect of life. It's very important that we get to know about the nuances of money. It would have been great if we learned about all this when we were in school. But as the popular saying goes, it's better late than never. At last, but definitely not the least, there is nothing shameful, nothing wrong in aspiring to earn lots of money so long as these have been earned the right way. Across our modules, we will talk more about the mechanics of money. Thank you.